Hi everyone, Mirka here. Welcome back to our lash lift training manual. Today we're going to be talking about contraindications and contractions, and we're going to be talking about facts about human lashes. So facts about human lashes, I have done a video in our eyelash extension training manual. So if you have seen it, then you don't have to watch it once we finish contraindications and contractions. But if you haven't seen it, I'm just gonna literally copy the video from our last week, so like this I don't have to repeat myself, and hopefully it's gonna help someone. So let's get started. When we're talking about contraindications, this is the things what you normally notice before you start your treatment. So if your client will call you and she says, I've got a bit red area where you patch tested me, that means this is a reaction and she cannot have treatment done. Another thing would be eye surgery. You should really wait around 6 months after the surgery until everything is completely healed before you do any treatment. Skin conditions around the eye area or anything from here up, such as eczema, psoriasis, this is all your contraindications. If she's got any of those around her face, this treatment would be really hard to finish because the skin is very sensitive as well, so do not go ahead with the treatment. Conjunctivitis, it's highly contagious, so definitely we do not want to do the treatment. Cataract is a clouding of the lens in the eye, so your client is losing the vision. Now, if your client has got cataract, I would advise for her to bring a GP consent form, and if it says in the consent form that you can go ahead with the treatment, then you're gonna staple the form together with her consultation form, so like this everything is kept together. Watery eye, definitely don't do the treatment. It would be really hard for you to finish the treatment, so it's a no-no. Sty, it's a painful lump on the eyelid. It could be inside or outside, and it's normally filled with pus, so definitely not. Glaucoma, it's an eye condition where the optic nerve becomes damaged. It can lead to loss of vision, so in this case I would definitely advise client to bring the GP consent form, and again you staple it together with her consultation form, and everything is kept together. Contact lenses, if your client is wearing contact lenses, they have to be removed, just in case if there is some product what enters the eyes, or if your client is saying that it's really uncomfortable and irritates her eyes, you have to wash it out straight away. So it's going to be so much easier without contact lenses, so yeah, ask her to remove it before the treatment. And that leads us to contraction. So contraction is something what you're going to notice during or after the treatment. If your client says that her skin is really irritating or something, so this is one of the contractions once we finish. Now you're going to advise her to take some cold pack and just place it onto her eye. Wash her eyes properly under the water, and if the irritation is still there, she needs to go and seek some medical help. Now I'm going to be posting the video about the facts about human lashes from last week. So why do we have eyelashes? We've got eyelashes to protect us from dirt, sweat and water. If we didn't have eyelashes, all that dirt, sweat and water would enter our eyes, and that would really irritate us. Our natural lashes live only 3 months, and within these 3 months they are going through 3 different stages: anagen, catagen and telogen. Anagen is also called growth phase. Within this stage the lash is actively growing. Natural lash will grow to a specific length and then it will stop growing. Then we move on to catagen phase. Catagen phase is also called transition phase. So your lash stop growing and the hair follicle will shrink. If you pull any of your natural eyelashes at that phase, your natural lash will not grow for very long time, because from the catagen phase we'll need to move into the telogen phase, which is the last phase, and then can start again the anagen stage. That's why it's not recommended to pull your natural lashes out. The telogen phase is also referred as resting phase, and as you know from the name already, your lashes are not growing, they just resting, and they are ready to fall out and begin the new cycle for the new lash to start growing again. It takes between 4 to 8 weeks to fully replace an eyelash. We are losing on a daily basis between 1 and 5 lashes. Your lash grows daily 0.16 millimeter. If you cut them all off, it would take around 5 months to fully replace all our natural lashes. On average person, the upper eyelid has got between 100 to 200 natural lashes, and the lower eyelid has got around 70 lashes. In length, on the average person, the middle of the eyes, we've got the longest eyelashes, and these are on the average person around 10 millimeter in length. We also have tiny mites living in our lashes. They are called demodex, but these are the good mites, so don't panic. They actually help us clean the lash follicle, because all those lashes, like I said at the beginning, they collect all this dirt and sweat, so those mites are actually cleaning all those follicles. If it didn't have them, it can actually clog the hair follicle, and that can create a sty. I hope you guys enjoyed, and remember to stay tuned for part 4.